Hi, and welcome to this presentation on soil wetting agents. I'm Kathy Connard, a tech rep for Turf Trade. I've spent the last 30 years of my career focusing on water management. Soil wetting agents have been around for over 65 years, and although very important to water management, are still probably one of the most misunderstood products out there. I'd like to share with you today questions that my superintendent, sports turf managers, and landscape customers have asked me through the years. Hopefully this will help to clear up some of the confusion with this product line. A question I hear quite often is, why is the wetting agent that I've been using for several years all of a sudden seem like it's not lasting as long or not doing what I need it to do? There are many different things that can impact wetting agent performance and whether or not it can perform consistently from season to season or even month to month. In some cases, you have to question, is the product that I selected the one that I still need? Now, what do I mean by that? Has something changed on the golf course? Maybe there's a higher sand content now from top dressing. Maybe because of the higher sand content, there's higher levels of soil water repellency. How are you applying the products? Are you adding different products to the tank mix than you have in years past? The products that you're adding, are they soil-directed products? Do they have the same watering in requirements as the wetting agent that you're using? So you can see, I'm really digging into, at this point, what's going on the golf course, what's changed from years past, and how are you applying these products? Has that changed? That may be a reason. Remember, the molecular structure, size, and weight of the wetting agent, the formulation, is what dictates how that wetting agent is going to move into and throughout your soil profile. And if soil types have changed or other things have changed, it's going to have an impact on how that product works. Also, a lot of these wetting agents are now adding additional components. What are these other ingredients? Are the other ingredients that they're adding helping, or are they hindering what you need done on the golf course? Where do the raw ingredients come from? Who's making these products? Where are they sourcing their ingredients? Are there consistencies? The only way to know that is if they have a quality control agent in place to make sure that the product is consistently the same from jug to jug to jug, and also from lot to lot. So don't be afraid to ask the manufacturers where these products are coming from, and talk to their researchers or their quality control people to make sure that you're getting consistent product from time to time, each time that you're purchasing it. In most cases, though, when I see differences, it's because something has changed on the golf course. So have someone come in, do an analysis of your golf course, or you do an analysis of your golf course. There's two other videos that I've done that you might want to take a look at. One is how to choose the right wetting agent for your course. It's a step-by-step process of questions that you can go through to determine what you need. And the other one is how to conduct a water drop penetration test to determine your level of soil water repellency. Both of these links are on my YouTube channel, so you can check them out there. And at the end, you'll see the titles. So please feel free to take a look at them, or just let me know and I'll shoot you over the links if you're interested. There are some wetting agents out there that are adding a hydrophobic coating solubilizer to the wetting agent. You guys call it a stripper. And I've been asked, will that stripper help to strip calcium from the soil colloid, making it plant available or able to then displace sodium ions on the soil colloid? The answer to that is no. The divalent calcium cation is so strongly held on the CEC site that the stripper is not able to remove that. However, if you use an acid, including the synthetic acids, some pH supplements, they will help to remove that calcium from the soil colloid, making it more plant available. The hydrophobic coating solubilizer, the stripper, they're specifically designed to partially remove the hydrophobic coatings off the soil particle. Again, you heard me say partially. You can't totally remove it, but you can partially remove the coatings, helping with soil water repellent soils. There's some controversy on anionic surfactants versus nonionic surfactants. So should an anionic wetting agent be considered? The answer to that is yes in certain cases. The reason that anionics get a bad rap is that they are negatively charged. So when using a negatively charged anionic wetting agent on a negatively charged soil, you have negative and negative, it can cause some soil structure problems. Again, that is very rate dependent. It's also dependent on how much is used, how often it's used, and what percentage of anionic you are using. Most of the products out there are anionic and non-ionic blends. So you're really not going to have an issue with soil structure problems. Where anionics really do a great job is when you have water movement issues caused by sodium or other salts being bicarbonates, chlorides, and that is because anionics are exceptional wetters, penetrants. They go in really fast. So because they're able to go in really fast and they don't hang around very long, they're very good at flushing salts out of the system, helping you to leach them out of the root zone system. Now, obviously, if you have a heavy clay soil, you're not going to move them out. You're not going to leach, but you will be able to move them past the root zone. So who should consider using anionic blends that are out there? Anybody that has poor water quality or is dealing with extreme salt issues or other extreme water movement issues. Some of the blends out there are even adding some of the additional components. They're adding, amino acids. They're adding some weak acids to really help in that. So if you have soil water repellency, in addition to water movement problems caused by salt issues, they're very good at being able to manage both of those problems. So everybody wants to know, what's the best wetting agent to use? Well, of course, that's going to depend on your property. There are so many different wetting agents available, but you also have a lot of differences on your properties, microclimates, different soils, different turf grass, different water, different management practices. So what do you need? What do you want that wetting agent to do? Do you want to spray it, inject it? Are you tank mixing it with other products? Are you looking for a granular? What's your soil type? Not only near the surface, but throughout the root zone, because it may change. What are your water movement or water management problems? What are your soil tests, both physical and chemical, tell you? Are there red flags on that? What's your water chemical test look like? There's a lot that we take into consideration when determining which wetting agent is best for your property. If you'd like, I actually have a 12-question questionnaire that I'm happy to share with you that I use when I'm working with a client to help them best determine which wetting agent is good for their property. And yes, it's 12 questions. It's very in-depth because if you look at the whole picture of what's going on, it's a lot easier to determine the type of wetting agent that you need that will not only fit with your budget, but will also fit in with your cultural and all of your management practices. I also get asked questions on the different types of wetting agents that are out there, the broad category that they all fall under, and some of the reasons why you should choose them. So first we'll start off with your program or your monthly products. Some of these products can also be used every 2 weeks. You can spoon feed them as well. With these particular products, the chemistry does matter, because this is something that you're going to be using on a consistent basis. So, and the other good thing about these products is they help to treat both soil and water management issues. Again, depending on what's in the product, how they're formulated, what other components are added to them. All of this goes into a program or a monthly or biweekly product that you choose. But these are the products that you're going to use on a program basis starting early spring throughout the entire season. Your long-term products, they're the ones that labels say they last 90 days, some are 120 days. I always say safety first with these products because remember, you're putting a whole lot of wetting agent down at one time. So you want to make sure that there's no phytotoxicity. You have to follow label directions where they say water it in, you need to water it in. With that said, these products are great for fairways, roughs, surrounds, bunker banks, any hard to reach areas, any large turf areas, because you put them down, you have 2 apps in the beginning of the spring, and you're done for most of the season. Your treatment products, those are the ones where you're not on a program basis, or maybe you are and you had some breakthrough and you want some quick recovery. These will give you, most of them, quick recovery for wet and dry spots. You put it down, boom, within a few days, depending on how bad it is, sometimes it could take as long as 5 to 7 days, you have recovery of those localized dry spots or those localized wet spots. The pellets. I say if you're hand watering, you absolutely should use a pellet. What the pellet does is it helps to break down that surface tension, so all the water you're putting down goes into the root zone where you want it to be. Pellets are great. Some of them have added ingredients in it, so if you want quick recovery of some dry areas or you want some additional plant health, some of them add humic acid, some have seaweed extract in them, and they're not more expensive when they add the humic acid or the seaweed extract, so why not have that little extra in them, a little bit of extra plant health going for you with the pellets. Injectable. Not a whole lot of you are out there injecting. There are some that want to inject it and put it through the irrigation system. And there are some good injectables out there. They're very affordable. And again, we're just taking water and moving it into the root zone where it needs to go. A lot of the injectables have such a low percentage of active ingredient, they don't do a whole lot for handling soil water repellency or treating, managing soil water repellency. They're just there to move water off the surface and get it into the root zone. If you have severe levels or moderate to severe levels of soil water repellency, then you're absolutely going to look at a program, either applying a product monthly or bi-weekly. Thank you so much for your time today. I know those were just a handful of the questions that are out there. There are thousands more that can be answered. If I can help you in any way, please just give me a call, shoot me a text. You can also email me, and I'm happy to help out. Below are a list of some of the other presentations that I've done. You're welcome to take a look at them on my YouTube channel. Thanks again.